And I see that they're struggling with the fact that they are frustrated with government telling them who they can and who they can't serve. Like, who the hell is making anyone in charge of who I can serve and who I can't serve? Are you kidding me? You think Medicare is going to decide who I'm serving? You think Cigna or Aetna or Humana is going to decide how I want to serve? Heck no.
This is Secrets for Success.
Welcome to the Secrets for Success podcast. I'm your host, Greg Todd. Thank you, as always, for joining me, my friends. Hope you all are having an amazing week. And I hope that today I'm able to share a formula with you that is something easy to remember and something that you can just remind yourself with regards to how to conduct yourself in business, how to make your business grow, how to make your business thrive. And that is understanding the formula A plus B equals C. A plus B equals C. I want to make this as simple as possible today. And I want you all to understand that at the end of the day, if you aren't doing this formula and if you're not abiding by this formula, then you're going to struggle. And if you are abiding by this formula, then more than likely you're going to have a considerable amount of success. So C equals A plus B. So what is C? C is currency. C is currency. And I know pretty much every single one of you are looking for some level of currency. And you're looking for currency in high amounts, right? That currency more than likely is money, right? You're looking for money. I also believe time is a currency as well. And I do believe you can get high levels of more of your time back. You can get high levels of currency in the form of money, which if you get a lot of money, you can also buy back a good amount of your time if you understand A plus B. So what is A? A is understanding that you need to increase the amount of people that you are serving. You need to increase the amount of people that you're serving. I was thinking of myself when I was growing my first business, right, through Renewal Rehab. And no matter how hard I worked, no matter how long I worked, there's still a massive cap on the amount of people that I could see because I was working in a lower level opportunity, right? So just thinking for me, I would usually start my day around 7 a.m., see my first patient at 7. And in the early days, I would go from 7 a.m. to 8 or 9 p.m., right? So you're talking about a 11 to 13 hour day, right? And at most, I could see 20 plus patients in a day, right? I mean, comfortably, you're seeing a patient every hour, but I was an outpatient orthopedics, insurance base. There were some days I'd see 20 to 30 people in a day, okay? And I know it's a lot, but look, this is my story and this is what I did, okay? But today I can impact a lot more than 25 to 30 people. I mean, I can. I just had a call with clients and I had like 25 people just on that one coaching call, okay? And I did that call for about an hour and a half, and then I had another call and I had another 15, 16 people on that call. And I was able to do that in about a 2 hour and 45 minute span between both of the calls. And I was able to impact and influence more people, more paid customers in a 2 hour and 45 minute span than I was able to do in an entire 13 hour day. By the way, sometimes I have 50, 60, 70 people on a call, right, that are customers. And so that's just understanding the amount of customers, okay? More customers, it's more value you're able to give people. The cool thing is that I was able to serve people. I was able to consult and coach people and help them with the things that they're dealing with, right? And by the way, I do it for business and marketing and stuff like that, but you can do it if you're a healthcare provider, right? You know something that a lot of other people want to know, and you can do that in a one-to-many format. And it was beautiful. I was able to do that and help a lot of people. And I make a lot more money than I did when I was just doing that one at a time or 2 people every hour or even 3 people every hour. The most I could do could not even max out at what I was able to do for those 2 hours and 45 minutes, today. So that is the first part. Amount of customers. You have to ask yourself, how can I increase the amount of people that I'm serving? How can I increase the amount of people that are paying me? How can I increase the amount of people that will continue to pay me month over month over month? Like, how do you make that work better and work in your favor? That's how you're going to increase your currency. Okay, so that's number one, that's amount. Okay, plus B. B is barrier. Okay, you have to increase the barrier. You have to increase the size, make it a big problem. Okay, and that is the B. That is the higher the barrier, the higher the obstacle, the more people will pay you. You solve a massive problem for someone that they see as a huge problem, they'll pay you more money. And I don't know, I just felt like I needed to do this podcast because I feel like I'm just seeing so much stuff on Instagram, on Facebook of other providers, okay? Look, I have providers that are in my world because I serve providers, right? My focus on these social media platforms is just my audience. And I'm trying to figure out, well, what is my audience, struggling with? And I see that they're struggling with the fact that they are frustrated with government telling them who they can or who they can't serve. Like, who the hell is making anyone in charge of who I can serve and who I can't serve? Are you kidding me? You think Medicare is going to decide who I'm serving? You think Cigna or Aetna or Humana is going to decide how I want to serve? Heck no, I'm not worried about that because for me, I have to make sure that I'm in control of bringing solutions to people that have perceived barriers that are big enough for them to want to have eliminated out of their life. I have to bring solutions to high amounts of people so that I can actually get the currency that I'm looking for so that I can set my life up in the way that I want my life to be for not just me, but for my family, for my students, for my customers, for my community, etc. A plus B equals C. Amount of customers plus barrier of problem equals currency. If you can always remember that every single day, you can ask yourself, am I increasing the amount of customers that I can serve? Can I even do that? If I increase the amount of customers, is that going to increase my stress level? These are all things that you can answer every single day and you can audit every single day in order to do it in a way to where you can make that formula work for you. Am I finding out what are the big barriers that people are dealing with that they actually want solved? Am I equipping myself to be able to solve those barriers for people? If you can solve big barriers and you can help lots of people, you're going to have more currency than you could have ever dreamed of. But you must understand the formula. You must stick to the formula. You must adhere to the formula. That's all I have for you today. I hope you just take out a notebook and put A plus B equals C. A plus B equals C. And ask yourself every single day, am I adhering to this formula? And how can I increase the amount? And how can I increase the barrier? And what skill sets do I need in order to increase the amount of people that I'm serving? And what skill sets do I need in order to increase the perceived barriers that I can actually solve for people? Who do I need to hire? Who do I need to have help me? What skill sets do I not have that I need to have? What things do I need to learn that I don't know? Am I using AI to the highest level of ability? Like, am I doing those things? And if you're doing those things, then you're going to win. So I hope that helps you. I hope that serves you. And I'll see you on the next episode. Till next time.